how many times have I fallen victim to, you guys, I have the answer. I've put it all into this ebook and it's $100. Here you go. They were so tight. They were over $100 and I never wore them. Why did I do that? Like, why did I buy that? I got so carried away in like the shopping experience that I forgot to stop and think, do I even really need this? Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Let's Talk About Money video. Today, we are going to be discussing my worst purchases, things that were an absolute waste of money, and things that I regret buying. I'm actually very, very excited to talk about this because I got some stuff on my chest and I am ready to get off. We are going to go no holds barred, or whatever that expression is, and I am going to be telling you guys I think I have 7, let me double check. Yes, my 7 worst purchases, things that I regret buying, and I might rant a little bit in this video. So it should be juicy, it should be fun, and I really hope you enjoy. So if you are in the mood to go down a whole rabbit hole about personal finance, I will have my personal finance playlists linked down below. I have a whole bunch of videos that are super honest, super real, and I have a bunch of videos like this one about things I no longer buy, things I've stopped buying, my best purchases, and today, of course, we're talking about my worst purchases. Also, I want to say, if you are new, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up because it really supports my channel. Thank you so much. So this video has been very long awaited. I know a lot of people were waiting for this one, but if I'm being honest, I really had to rack my brain to find what some of my worst purchases are, which I guess is a good thing. I have become very careful over the last couple of years on my personal finance journey not to purchase or even not to accept things like into my house that I know I'm not going to use or that I'm not going to enjoy. Being a YouTuber, a lot of brands will reach out to you and want to send you stuff. And even though it's free, I also say no to a lot of things that I know I'm not going to use or that I don't need or that I don't like the brand, whatever it may be. Saying no to things allows you to have room to say yes, which is a beautiful thing. But sometimes things fall through the cracks, and I was able to come up with a list of 7 of my worst purchases and things that I regret buying. It's really dark. I think it's about to thunderstorm. That's crazy. All right, weather aside, let's jump into this video with the first thing that is my worst purchase. And you guys, let me know in the comments what some of your worst purchases are. We can all make each other feel better. I can't wait to read them. Now, I don't have any of this to hold up because a lot of the times when something doesn't fit me, when I no longer want it, I will sell it, donate it, whatever. The first category is Zara. If you guys watch my vlogs, you know that I have it out for Zara, or rather maybe Zara just has it out for me. Everything from Zara looks cute on other people, looks cute on the website, looks cute on the rack. And I try it on and it fits me horribly, or it fits me good at first and then it stretches out. Like, nothing from Zara does me well. And I know some people have great success with Zara and good for them, but I am not one of those people. So I can confidently say that everything I've purchased from Zara, except for maybe one shirt, I think I have one tank top left, if not everything else that I have purchased from Zara has gone to waste because I have had to give it away, sell it for less than I purchased it, or like whatever. This summer I had a wedding to go to, so I checked out Zara because they had so many dresses. I spent almost $1,000, if not more, ordering dresses, trying them on, and I returned every single one of them because none of them fit me right. All the way from size small to size large, nothing fit, none of the styles were nice. I knew that even if I wore it once, I would never wear it again. $1,000, you guys, and I couldn't find one thing that I liked. And most of the pieces were around $70 in price. So that tells you just how much I tried and how much I failed. And after that whole experience, Zara is officially canceled from my life. There are other stores that I can go to, and Zara will just no longer be one of them. Number 2 is too tight clothes. So this could be clothes from any brand that you buy. It's a little bit tight, but you tell yourself it'll stretch out or I'll lose weight or whatever, and then you never end up wearing them and it just sits there in your closet going to waste. Ugh. How many times over the years have I done this? And I know I'm not the only one. I've seen friends do it. I feel like my mom used to do this, so maybe that's where I got this from. But I have, oh my gosh, I have this one example in mind. This was a couple years ago. I was still in university. So I was broke, I had no money. And I saw these jeans from the brand One Teaspoon. That's when that brand was like really popular. And I tried them on, and maybe I hadn't eaten when I tried them on, or I don't know what was up, but they fit tight when I tried them on, but I was like, it'll be fine. They were so tight, they were over $100, and I never wore them. What an absolute waste. I only wanted to buy them because of the brand. I spent so much money and it was such a waste. Last summer, I did the same thing with Lululemon. I ordered a tennis skirt from Lululemon and 2 of the Align tops. Now, Lululemon, they did their job. They warned me. They said, this top is for people from an A to a C cup. Well, I didn't listen, and I tried to fit my D chest into it, and those shirts were so tight, and I never wore them, and I wasted hundreds of dollars. Now, the good thing with designer or like name brand stuff is you can often sell it back and make some of your money back, but you'll never make it all back, and so it's just such a waste of money. And if I think over the years of all of the things that were too tight that I kept and I held on to, oh my gosh, what a waste. The other thing is it puts like an unnecessary pressure on you and on your body to like lose weight when maybe you don't even need to lose weight. It's just not the right size, you know, like just doesn't matter your weight, doesn't matter anything, like just buy clothes that fit you. And now actually what I do is I usually size up if anything, because then you have room to eat and enjoy life. You can wear a belt, you can get it altered if you need to, but looser is better. So I always just size up to avoid this dilemma. At least I've learned from my mistakes, but yeah, that was a bad one. Too tight clothing. And the rain is here. Oh my goodness, it's pouring. You guys, I just got back from a walk too, so like, that is really good timing. Number 3, you guys. Number 3 is a tricky one. This is professional clothing. Now, there are a lot of factors that play into why professional clothing was such a waste. Let me go grab 2 of the pieces that I pulled out for this. Right here, you guys, this is about $600 worth of blazers. I purchased both of these on the same day. It was in August before starting my first corporate job. I bought these 2 blazers because I told myself that I needed them and that it was an investment in my job and that I'm about to be a consultant, so I need these expensive blazers. And the joke was on me. And you guys, those blazers weren't the only things I bought. I bought pants from Aritzia, stuff from Frank & Oak, really nice, expensive clothing, and I filled my wardrobe with it because I told myself, I'm not a student anymore, I'm a professional girl now, I need to totally revamp my wardrobe. Shoes, jeans, like corporate approved jeans, all the kind of stuff that I would never wear on the weekends or after work, like really a specific corporate wardrobe. And now all that sounds normal and fine, like of course you need clothes for work, yes, but I bought all of this before actually starting my job. So I didn't know how people actually dressed on the job. I had an idea of what consultants wore, but it turns out that my workplace was much more casual than I anticipated. So a lot of those things, including those blazers, I very rarely wore. And it isn't even a thing of like, oh, I wanna wear these blazers, that's how I express myself. Like people told me I was weird for wearing those blazers, like you stuck out. And when it's your first job and you're not that confident, you kind of just want to blend in. So I wasted so much money on these expensive clothes that weren't even really fit for the dress code. People wore jeans like every day of the week. People wore sneakers in the office. Like it was very casual. And I wish that I had just waited a little bit before investing in all of these clothes that turned out to not even fit the dress code. I actually remember, because I was working in consulting, I wore a blazer the first time I went to visit the client, my new client, and my director like pulled me aside and was like, next time you don't need to wear a blazer, like it's not that formal. Because in consulting, you kind of need to dress to match your client as well. So if your client is very casual and you show up super formal, it kind of is weird. So yeah, I had a lot of clothes that I did not need. Not to mention, shortly after that, within a year, COVID hit and we were all working from home. And I haven't been back to an office since COVID, never went back to the office. So many of those clothes ended up being listed on Poshmark, being sold, and I got back some of the money that I spent, but not even close. Like, I wasted thousands of dollars, you guys. It's actually nuts. The other thing is, with working in an office, you don't need like a brand new outfit every single day. Like, I really felt like I needed a new outfit every day. Lizzie McGuire, you are an outfit repeater. Like, be an outfit repeater. It does not make sense to spend so much money on professional clothing and have this whole big wardrobe for work and then have this whole separate wardrobe for at home, especially when you're just starting your career. I mean, spend your money how you like, but to me, it just doesn't make sense, especially now that in the professional setting, most of us are working like hybrid now, so you don't even need as many professional clothes. It's crazy. So all of those clothes was such a waste. All of those Aritzia pants that I convinced myself I needed in every single color. It's just crazy. Yeah. My advice there is, while yes, it's fun to go shopping before a new job, only buy 1 or 2 pieces in advance and wait until you see how people actually dress at work before committing to a whole wardrobe of Aritzia stuff that might not fit the vibe. Okay, number 4, I am about to spill some tea, you guys. And I just wanna say, I am going to mention these products by name. This is not to like shade the influencer that I'm talking about, but just to give like a concrete example. So these are influencer ebooks and courses. Yes. How many times have I fallen victim to, you guys, I have the answer. I've put it all into this ebook and it's $100. Here you go. Far too many times, you guys, far too many times. Influencer products can be very tricky because I'm someone like, I love YouTube. I really like connect with the people that I follow on social media, and I really trust them wholeheartedly. So that's why when they let me down, I really feel personally attacked. The other thing with influencer products is they tend to be much more expensive than regular products. So I'm gonna give you guys an example of Kayla Itzines, Kayla, the BBG, I'm sorry if I didn't say her name correctly, but do we all remember the BBG days? That ebook, okay, ebook, you don't even get a physical copy, was like $80 US or something insane like that. Then you have to take it upon yourself to go get it printed if you want a physical copy, and that thing was very big, so it cost a lot of money. So yes, the ebook was gorgeous, it was nicely designed, but if you were to go to the bookstore and buy a book on workouts and fitness, you would have a physical copy in your hands that would probably cost $1/4 of the price. Because in stores, you just can't get away with selling things at that high of a price point. But online, when your audience is so devoted to you, a lot of the times these influencers can get away with jacking up the price, knowing that people will buy it regardless. Another one that I fell for was Kenzie Burke's food combining guide, because not only was she really selling that lifestyle, but a lot of influencers that I followed and that I trusted were really selling this food combining lifestyle. And I would look at them and I would look at their body and, oh my gosh, they have the perfect body. They must have the answer. I'm gonna buy this guide. And you guys, the guide was like, yes, it was beautifully designed. It wasn't necessarily well written. Like, you could tell that it wasn't super like edited, you know, like the way that a book is professionally edited. This one wasn't. There was typos and like weird grammar. And I paid like $80 Canadian for this book that I never ended up using. I feel like if I had a physical book, it would have motivated me more to use it. I might have even printed that one out as well. But I just can't get over how exorbitant? I can't get over how much that ebook costs, emphasis on the ebook. It's just crazy. Now, don't get me wrong, I know people deserve to get paid for their work. Influencers work hard and they've built this community, and you can sell your product for however much money you want. But I can't help but feel that with both of those books, I got ripped off, which kind of makes me feel like there's this correlation here between really expensive influencer products and not getting the value for which you paid. I honestly just wish that influencers priced these things more reasonably, and maybe I'm completely off base and the amount of hours and the amount of work, it all adds up to being worth this price, but I just don't understand how an ebook is so expensive, yet a physical book in stores is a lot less money and you actually have a physical book in hands. I really don't get it. If someone has the answer, please prove me wrong in the comments, but I have wasted a lot of money on these ebooks. They come with no accountability. The person on the other end doesn't care how you do with it. And oh man, it's just, I feel like it's such a waste. And I just wish they were more affordable, a little bit more accessible. And I don't know, I just think of everyone who purchases those things and maybe doesn't get the value out of it, and I kind of feel bad for them. And I was one of them, so yeah. I also know there are influencers out there who will sell like a cookbook or some of their templates for things, and they sell them for like 10 bucks, which is super reasonable. And I feel like that just covers like the cost of what it took to make this, or maybe they just made it for fun. Like, I'm not talking about things like that. I'm really talking about like the $80, $90, $100 ebooks. I just can't help but feel like that's a waste of money. Okay, you guys, number 5, I have a big rant coming in. Coaches. I really hope I don't touch a nerve with anyone here, but I have wasted my money on some online coaches. I have been so swayed and so convinced by these social media coaches that charge so much money. And what credentials do they have, and what results do you get? Sometimes it's questionable. So I will say, I have only ever paid for one coach in my life, and I ended up cutting our services short because I was not getting the attention, the value, anything that was promised to me. I had a really bad experience. So of course my view of coaches has been tainted by this. This girl was a health coach. She had a beautiful Instagram. She made a lot of reels, oh, that girl and whatever. And I don't think she was I don't think she had any bad intentions, not at all. I just think she was charging a lot of money. She's a new business owner, and I don't think she fully knew what she was in for. I don't think she fully had these skills to be an amazing coach or give me what I needed or give what she was promised. She might have been overbooked. She might have been stretching herself too thin. She might have been working too hard on being an influencer and not hard enough on being a coach. None of that really in the end is my business. I have compassion for her and what she's going through and what might have been happening. So, you know, I'm not gonna like slam her name or anything, but as a client, when you are being charged $3,000 for a coaching program and your coach doesn't remember that you're vegetarian, or she's showing up late to calls, or calls just aren't lasting long enough, and when you're speaking you don't feel like you're being heard, well, then it's kind of a waste of money. I'm a big advocate for therapy. I feel like, yes, therapy is expensive, but I always get my money's worth with therapy. I've done virtual therapy. That's what I'm currently doing now. And therapists just have a licensing behind them, which holds them to a certain standard. They need to meet a certain standard before they can go out and charge a bunch of money to get clients. Coaches, on the other hand, aren't necessarily held to this standard. There's no like board certification of coaches, so you can very easily get ripped off. One of you guys actually commented for me to check out this mini documentary made by the CBC all about coaching, and I did, and it was very, very eye-opening. So I will link that down below. This is not to say that all coaches are bad. Someone in my family is currently starting a coaching business, and I know that she's wonderful, she is caring, but you just have to be careful, because a lot of the times what comes with these coaches is portraying this perfect life on social media, so we so easily get sucked in. So make sure you do your research, try and speak to like previous clients of theirs, never give up all your money straight away, and just always be careful with who you are paying such a large amount of money to. I'm really lucky that I ended my coaching before I had to pay the $3,000. I only had paid a deposit, I think, of about $250. So I really got out like phew, just in time kind of thing, and avoided paying a lot of money for a service that was not worth it. But that is my rant on coaches. You guys be so careful. It's crazy out there. Oh my gosh, I just looked at my notes, and the other thing I had written down was that I have seen like manifestation coaches who charge $12,000 for like a 6-month course. $12,000, that's like half of a year's salary for some people. That is insane. Like, I swear to God, you guys, some of these coaches are just unhinged. And it's like, sure, I love your podcast and I like your Instagram or I like your YouTube videos, but why are you charging so much money? Like, my therapist should be, in my opinion, my therapist should set the bar for pricing. And like, if you don't have like a master's degree and a certification and go through all of the hoops that a therapist has to go through to become a licensed therapist, you should not be charging more than them. And that is just my opinion. And I hope I didn't rub anyone the wrong way here, but again, you just have to be so careful with who is claiming what and how much they are charging. Switching gears, you guys, we're gonna go back to some products that are absolutely not worth the money. This is one, you guys, I feel really bad like talking about, but I have to be honest with you. Every time I look at this stuff in my kitchen, I am so mad because I wasted 170 good Canadian dollars on this stuff. And what is it, you ask? Mud water. I feel like we've all seen the ads for this stuff floating around the internet. They have incredible advertisements. They have incredible branding. I saw the ads, I was instantly convinced, told myself to wait on it. I read reviews, I scoped out their website, and the more reviews I read, the more I looked at their website, the more I delved deep into what this company was all about, the more I was convinced that yes, I need this stuff. So not only did I buy the morning stuff, I also bought the night stuff. So I bought all of it for $170. I had to pay for shipping, and I got it and I tried it and I was like, what is this? So if you're not familiar with this stuff, what this is a mushroom-based coffee replacement. This one has caffeine, so it's more of a morning beverage, and this one is meant to help you wind down in the evening time. The marketing is absolutely insane. Their branding is fantastic, and some people really love this stuff. So I don't regret trying it. What I do regret though is signing up for the subscription, like, okay, and also buying two. It's like, just start with one, see if you like it, and then buy the second one. You know, I could have saved like $60 not buying the evening one and just starting with the morning product. And $60 is a lot of money. Like, it's a lot of money to just have sitting on your counter, knowing that you don't like it, you don't even like the taste of it. So it's just like gonna sit there. I don't even know what to do with this stuff. I don't know. My dog just moved a lamp and I got scared for a second. So yeah, I'm not gonna say never try this stuff. I'm not gonna say like the brand is horrible, but it was just such a waste of money. And the takeaway for me here is like, when you wanna try something new, and this could be food, this could be, you know, clothing. Anytime you're trying something from a new place that you're not familiar with, just buy one. Like, if it's clothes and you're not sure of your size, or like shoes or something, you're not sure of your size, just start with one, check out the sizing, and then go from there. Just start with one drink concoction or one protein powder, see if you like how it tastes, and then go from there. Sometimes I think we get so carried away, especially with online shopping, that we're like, oh my God, I love this brand, I love everything they stand for, I wanna be just like that, like give it all to me, and then you buy it all, and then yeah, you can totally end up with wasted money and a purchase you are never going to use. Number 7, you guys, this is my last one, and this is so embarrassing. I have been trying to hide this from my videos because I've had it like just randomly scattered around my house, and I was trying to hide it from my vlogs for the longest time because I'm so embarrassed. But Florida is a crazy place. If you've been, you know. There are these outlet malls in Florida where things are so cheap, specifically like designer things, where it'll be like 50% off of the retail price and then 20% off of that. So you end up with these bags that are like valued at $300. This one says it's valued at $460, and I paid 150 US for it. I will never use this. It is a very cute bag. It is so cute, but it's not big enough to fit all of my stuff. I liked the size. I was like, oh, cute size. It doesn't even fit my planner. It doesn't even fit a water bottle. Like, when am I gonna use this? Also, the color is very cute, but it's just not really my, like, why did I buy this? I got so caught up in the Florida of it all, and I was shopping with my boyfriend's mom, and she was getting something, and I was like, I could get something too. And I was like, worst case, I'll just sell it if I don't end up using it. But I never used it once. I haven't even taken the tag off. I got home from Florida and I was just like, why did I do that? Like, why did I buy that? I got so carried away in like the shopping experience that I forgot to stop and think, do I even really need this? Now, this is the kind of thing that used to happen to me all the time. I would always get caught up in that shopping experience that, oh my gosh, it's a good deal, so I should get it, that it's on sale now, so I need to get it now or I'll miss out. And I have really trained myself to back away from that. Even those things that are like, oh, spend, you know, $100 and save 10, but you were only gonna walk in and spend 50 anyways. So you spend $50 more to save $10, which means you spent $40 you didn't need to spend. I used to fall for that shit all the time, and I've gotten so much better, but Florida got the best of me, and now I have this bag that I have no reason to have, and I wasted $150 on it. And that's that. I tried to put it on Poshmark to see if anyone wanted to buy it, and I have had no offers, so that is sad. I'm kind of stuck with this thing for now, and it's super embarrassing. So there you have it, you guys. 7 purchases that I regret, that were an absolute waste of money. Ugh, right? Let me know in the comments 1 or 2 of your worst purchases. I really want to read them. Help me feel better about mine. And I will see you guys in my next video. I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Bye.